Kahoot.
K-A-H-O-O-T. K-A-H-O-O-T. There you go. Which is a website. Just go to an internet website. Yeah, they're about to have a pin for you. Did it give the numbers on? There it is. 312-1709. 312-1709. One more time. 312-1709. Sign in. Oh, seeing some people pop up. Yeah. So you can just kind of put any name. See, they're popping up. Joanna, Lady D, I love you, Lions Roar, me, and Anonymous. Laughing McPickle. Is that Joe? I don't
All right,
know.
so this is the way the game is played. You're going to have 5 questions. All right, so when it pulls up, there's going to be a question that we're going to read out loud. On the screen, they'll have answers that are a color and a shape. So, for example, the answer might be cat. If the answer is cat, the answer to the question is cat, and it's a red triangle on your phone, it will have a red triangle. You press that to select the correct answer.
Yes, I want the choice of colors.
So it's basically you have like a answer device, which is your phone. Does it make sense? Y'all good? Understand?
Is everybody ready?
Everybody ready? Anyone still logging in? All right.
Some of these names.
Yes.
Karen Gecko.
Karen Gecko.
Flappy Gecko.
Zzz. All right. All right. Y'all ready? Let's go. Press, if you could, let's see, we can start the game. Start in the top right corner. There you go. All right, so Kingdom Management of Finances. So 5 questions. Kristen's going to read them. The rule of 72 is used to calculate
16 seconds. Just pick which one.
LSU offense.
The rule of 72 is used to calculate. Red is LSU offense. Blue, how long pastor will preach. Orange, how long it takes to pay off your debt. Green, compound interest. Hurry. Okay, I'll read it.
Man, who put that answer there? I don't know. How long will it take the pastor to preach is the rule of 72.
So then nobody pick blue.
Yeah, because it's not the right answer. Hit the next one, Joe. right, so hit next.
All right,
All right,
true
so
or false? It's better to start investing early than to wait and invest large sums of money. Blue is true, red is false. It's better to start investing early than to wait and invest large sums of money. Blue is true, red is false.
All right, so 15 got it right, 1 got it wrong. All right, let's see who's on the scoreboard. All right, so I don't know who that is.
Whoever PP is.
All right,
That's
Karen.
pleasant.
That's pleasant.
You answered the quickest. It's sometimes about how quick you answer.
All
As
right,
to
Karen Gecko, Anonymous, Lady D, and Michaela. I said it right? No. Okay. All right, I'm gonna get it right. All right, next. Here's a quiz.
the borrower will be slave to the red is lender, blue is the bank, orange is the devil, green to your brother-in-law.
All right, so got it right. Slave to the lender. The borrower will be slave to the lender. All right, so let's see who's on the scoreboard. All right, Karen Gecko just took number 1. Lady D, zzz, Lions Roar, and Miss Miss Michaela. All right, next.
The average American family has blank of credit card debt.
Take your best guess.
Red is 50,000, blue is 10,000, orange is 25,000, green is 16,000. Average family with credit card debt: 50,000 red, 10,000 blue, 25,000 orange, green 16,000.
Has $16,000 in credit card debt. Only 1 got it right. Who is that going to be? Zzz is on fire. Who's zzz?
We should have known Z.
Z. All right. On a streak. All right, last question. God expects all of us to be faithful managers, to be faithful. Oh, read it, sorry.
Be faithful to use what he's given them, red. Grow what he's given them, blue. Glorify him with what he's given them, orange. Or increase what he has given them, green. God expects all of his faithful managers to... I'm running out of time.
Every answer was correct. All of the above. So yes, you couldn't have got it wrong on that one. All right, so let's see. So the winner with 4 out of 5 is zzz. All right, number 2 is the Karen Gecko. Who's the Karen Gecko?
Joey.
Joey. And Lady D, 3 out of 5. Good job. Give yourself a round of applause. Great job with that one. All right. So, all right, Joe, you can take it off. Thank you. All right, so just, and those are some very basic concepts and financial concepts. Everyone should know that kind of stuff, but knowing that stuff will set yourself up and your family up to use what God has placed in the earth about compound interest, seed time, and harvest for your benefit. Start early, start doing it, and if you need advice for
Compound interest kind of God. And I read something in a devotional the other day. It's like, when you give, sometimes it makes a bridge. And sometimes, no, not sometimes, all the time, God exceeds what you think he's going to do. So the person that you're trying to minister to, and this has happened in my own life, is why I say God said, it's about obedience. I talked about that last week. Make a pan of brownies for your neighbor. You don't really know why, but God just said, do it. So it's like, Lord, I have 5 other things to bake today. He said, no, I want you to bake a pound of brownies and go send it to your neighbor. And so when you go over there, you bring in a sweet treat for them, something they didn't expect. It's also a gift. And so they feel loved by that. But then they have all these others in the house watching what you just did. And so that's like the compound interest of your resources. You gave to them, but not only to be able to preach the gospel, because now they're open to it, because you loved on them. And that's how I feel like God, I want you to pray for this person. I want you to pray for healing, but they need, because he is a limitless God. He always has the plan already worked out, and you just are merely a player in it.
So we talked about the big three. The first one, don't spend more than you make, talked about debt. And so we want to take a look at Genesis chapter 41, 33 through 36. We're going to take a look at Joseph. Joseph. What most of Genesis is talking about, the most chapters in Genesis is talking about his story, the story of Joseph and his journey to Egypt and how he saved basically the world at that time, how God saved the world through Joseph. All right, so Genesis chapter 41 through 33, you remember the story. This is something he didn't do, got put in jail, interpreted a dream there, hoped to get out of there. They forgot about him. Finally, one day, Pharaoh has this dream. No one can interpret it. Guy finally remembers. Joseph interprets dreams, got him out there, and he interprets the dream to Pharaoh. All right? And so he just interpreted the dreams about the 7 years of plenty that they're going to have, and then he stopped there. He didn't just stop there and say, okay, there's your dream. He added wisdom to it. And this is what really set him apart. He says, now, therefore,
elect a discerning and wise man and set him over the land of Egypt. Let Pharaoh do this, and let him appoint officers over the land to collect 1/5 of the produce of the land of Egypt in the 7 plentiful years. And let them gather all the food of those good years that are coming, and store up grain under the authority of Pharaoh, and let them keep food in the cities. Then that food...
So not only did God give Joseph some discernment about what was going on with the dreams, he actually gave him a plan, something to work, that was literally going to bless the nations and keep that whole. They were, listen to it, diligent managers of, did they consume it all? They understood, because of someone with insight who was planning for the future, that this is not for now, it's going to be for later as well. I'm going to put good time and just have plenty. I'm putting it aside because I know there's going to be a time in the future where this is going to be needed. Understand how powerful that is. God literally used this plan to save the entire world at this time and increase the influence of Egypt over all those lands, and literally brought his plan and how to bring his people into the promised land through that. You think about that. Just management brought all that about. And the plan, if you can, to store up all the grain, all the extra grain, took 20%, 1/5 of everything. Look, y'all can live off of that. We're going to take this part and put it to the side. Put it to the side. He understood and worked that system of management. And so what I want to talk about is your own personal storehouse. Be for around 1 to 3 months of expenses that you have on hand, cash, easy access. Your short-term account is up to 9 months of your income, bills, whatever the case, stored on the side that you have in the event of an unexpected situation, that you're injured, that you're laid off, what's going on right now, that you're prepared for. So that's, you're also building for your retirement, so that you can literally, but the fact that it's never even concerned, because you're operating off the overflow. And Chris is going to do that. So we have our kind of 3-account system right here. So you got your retirement wealth building account, that emergency account. Fill it up, fill it up, fill it, break down, not worry. Need a new roof. You never stop pouring. You continue to put some on the side, and then it begins to overflow. You begin to put that in, and put it in, and overflows into the wealth building account. Now you can begin to give and do things not out of lack. Every single time that God puts resources in your hand, you're managing it diligently. So you have overflow. It's abundance. And the beautiful thing about it, there's so much peace, and you can have so much wisdom. Have a cup, he'll put a fire hose on that thing. All right? Where it's just overflowing because he sees that you are diligent to manage and put it in the right place. It's just 3 simple principles. If you got out of debt, if you realize that it's not for me, and I'm going to be diligent, not just to get what I want, but I'm operating with a purpose so I can bless others, so I can have my storehouses full, I can have my barrels full, and I can operate out of the overflow. With something like this, man, that's life-changing. I just got to be honest. I was blessed yesterday. I was driving down the road. I'm going to say this and we'll wrap up. All right. I was driving down the road. I was going to an appointment, and one of my tires just, I was like, man, Brother Tony saw me. Good looking out, Brother Tony. All right. I was there, and I was like, man, what's going on? And I was literally sitting there. I was like, okay, I'll call Kristen first or my dad first. I was just about to call, and my dad calls me. I was like, hey, Brother Tony said he saw you on the side of the road. I was like, go on, look, Brother Tony. Good looking out, boy. All right, so, and so, phone. So, hey, that's just as good. I appreciate that so much. All right. And so my dad came and helped, and so we're looking for tires. We're going all these different places. Nobody has it. All right. And at the time, I only had a certain amount of cash, and I know I had to pay cash and getting a used tire. I just wanted to get something to put on it so we can go. All right. Find out. We just said, you know what? We need to help one another out, brother. Be blessed. So it was about half the price. Just like, if that's the cash you got, that's what it cost. I got the rest. I was like, praise the Lord. And I think about that. Man, it was such a seed planted to me. I was like, Lord, thank you, because it was a very busy, hectic day. But I was like, Lord, you're still looking out for me. And this is that very simple act. Now, if he was hurting and consumed with finance, I got to make that money. Yeah, it's an opportunity to miss out and bless. It's an opportunity to miss out and spread the love of God to someone. But if you operate out like this, out of the abundance, out of the overflow, and be diligent to man, will be changed. Your mindset will be changed. And because of that change, you'll have more resources, more abundance to grow his kingdom. That's what, so I'll let you sum it up there, babe. Yeah. Emergency. So the emergency is first, or expenses. Short term is 1 to 9 months of income or expenses. So basically, you have a year stacked up on the side. You can make it 6. It's your choice. But if it was me, I'll shoot for a year. You literally can have a year and know that you are okay. My family's going to be good. If anything happens, we'll be great. And then the wealth building account, of course, is stacked up that I won't have to touch that. That is for later. That is to bless others, to bless my children's children and my children's children's children. Like the song talks about, opportunity we have to bless future generations and to spread the...
As the ending. We know we talked a lot tonight about some things you might have never heard of before, and that's okay. Because if you need to talk to us, we are more than willing to tell you about it again, personally, on your own, or to help you in any kind of way. That's why we are here doing what we're doing, because we love you. We're walking through this thing as well, and we're, walking through these concepts that we've never learned for it. But what God's blessed us with, we want to sow into your life, and so that's why we did what we did. And I just, Zack gave God credit yesterday for what he did, and it's been a really busy a couple days for us. I mean, you saw us walk in at like 7 o'clock. It's just been like this. But God's really doing something in our... We work for the next thing with our company, and we want to be... This was yesterday? Yes. Monday. He had like a loaded day. Now, he's had a lot of loaded days. But to win this power builder, basically that's what it's called. It's a big milestone for us. Which another one didn't work out. I mean, we had like back to back. Suddenly, one of our little agents called us, went out to Generette, and not only was he able to help one power builder, watch wearers within our Champ Nation. So I just want to give God credit that, we never need to worry. We never need to take things into our own hands. God had already had it arranged. He already had it done. And we're just thanking God for it. So.
Amen. Yes, sir.
Praise the Lord. Come on, let's give God a hand clap of praise. Move off. When I had my 4 kids, and, our house was strapped. We needed more than one. I heard all this good stuff. Maybe some of you tonight, you've heard this and you've said in your mind, my goodness, I can't do that. I'm going to tell you the secret. The secret is you start at the beginning with a dirty word. Dirty word. What it get to the place to where you can't do anything. And they are from God. They work. But a budget, listen, say with me, because I don't want you to think that's a dirty word. Say with me. A budget is assignment. See, because guess what? I was taxed, couldn't buy anything. You know why I couldn't buy anything? I had 12 credit cards. 12. 12. You hear what I'm telling you? 12. Look, y'all don't get me started on finances, because I'm telling you, I know how you feel, because sometimes you just feel like this kind of thing is out of your league. No, it is for you. God's not trying to take money away from you. He's trying to get money to you. And don't even miss when you start giving. You see, giving and you, I'm telling you, I get out in that dirt and time is harvest, it becomes real. You hear me? Are you listening to me? I have 2 cucumber bushes and I fed over. You raise our hand first. Y'all got, listen, guys, y'all got to get out of the mindset. Get Johnny on the spot, man. When we giving it away, go for it. Yes, ma'am. Yeah.
I would say a lot of times, even if we're like big givers, if we don't have certain concepts, within us, we still kind of lack. We have, you know what I'm saying, but we're not living in the overflow. So, and another thing is that when you were talking about budget, our mindset as people of God, we have to change. As people of God, we have to change the way that we is something restrictive and bad. So we have to, get this mind change. We have to get this mind change, you know what I'm saying? And then we have to learn. We have to learn what to do, manage what he's given you. You will not begin to really live in that overflow.
Yeah, and we